The jury is also seated in the courtroom. You may call your next witness.
State calls Adam Cousin.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, sir, I do.
Please have a seat. Thank you. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Could you introduce yourself to the jury, please?
Detective Adam Cousins.
How are you currently employed?
I'm a detective with the city of Port Arthur.
How long have you been a detective for?
14 years.
All with Port Arthur Police Department?
Correct.
Are you a certified peace officer?
I am.
Were you detective with Port Arthur Police Department on October 3rd of 2023?
I was.
And what are your duties as a detective?
So I'm currently assigned to the major crimes unit. So I investigate homicides, robbery, aggravated assaults, and deadly conduct.
When you respond to a scene, what is the first thing that you do?
I can either walk the scene or meet with the responding patrol officers and any other detective that's there prior to my arrival and kind of get a debriefing about what occurred.
On October 3rd, did you respond to a shooting that had happened at the Avery Trace Apartments? What was the first thing that you did when you responded to that scene?
So in this particular incident, I walked the crime scene. I remember there was two vehicles that were involved that had sustained gunshot holes to both of them. I saw shell casings on near one side of the car. After briefly walking around, I met with the responding officer Carr. There, I was advised that there was a gunshot victim that was in the back of the ambulance, and then he was later identified as Christopher Hill.
The person in the ambulance?
Joseph Williams.
Okay. Did you speak with Joseph Williams in the ambulance?
I did briefly. So when I opened up the back of the ambulance and he was sitting there on the stretcher, and I asked him what happened.
Object, I'm going to object to hearsay for his response, Judge.
Response.
I'll rephrase the question, Your Honor.
Okay. Sustained.
Did he tell you who had shot him?
He did.
So he was able to identify him.
Told me
Objection again, you're out. Hearsay, you told me.
I'll rephrase the question, Your Honor.
Well, I'm going to object because it's based on hearsay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to take up a matter outside the presence of the jury. I'm going to ask you if you'd be so kind to exit. This shouldn't take long, but we need to take up a short hearing on a matter, and then we'll bring you right back in. Thank you for bearing with us. It's a rule of evidence matter. Thank you. Okay. A an objection has been made, and that it is hearsay. The court has sustained the objection. Does the state want to go into this?
I would just say that it's for investigative purposes why they were looking for Christopher Keller. I'm not offering it for the truth of the matter asserted. Joseph Williams is here to testify about who did or did not shoot him. So I'm just going into this for investigative purposes about who they were looking for, how he proceeded with his investigation.
Okay.
It's based on hearsay, and because the question is who shot him. And so that's my objection, Judge. And there's nothing else.
Okay. 803 is the rule, and there are exceptions to the rule, and this is your opportunity if that's what you want to go into outside the presence of the jury or not.
No, it's fine. I'll ask Joseph Williams when he testifies what he told Officer Cousins.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. The objection is sustained. Bring the jury in. Jury is seated in the courtroom and state may proceed.
So Joseph Williams was in the ambulance.
Correct.
Why was he in the ambulance?
He sustained a gunshot wound to his lower extremities.
Okay. Did it enter through his bottom and then exit through his thigh? Is that the injury?
I'm not sure. I just knew that he had been shot below the waist. I couldn't see where it actually, the location or the entrance or exit was.
At that time, did he want to pursue charges?
Objection, Your Honor, again. Hearsay.
I guess it was from a statement that he had made, right? The objection is hearsay. And is it or is it not?
I
mean, was it something, well, you know the answer, not me. I don't.
Yes, it is.
Talk to it.
There's something that the victim said to the officer.
All right, your objection,
Hearsay.
sustained.
When you got there, you identified two different vehicles. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Chinese States Exhibit number 48. Were these the 3 bullet holes that were found on Miss Garlington's car?
Yes, they were.
Can you tell what direction those bullets were being shot in?
More on a back angle. So if you blew that car up in its location, it would possibly be in like a southwesterly direction.
I'm showing you states 39 along with states 48. So we kind of have the car here. So they would have been being shot from where one of the officers is over here. In this direction, is that what you're saying?
Correct. That's myself and Officer Carr. So give or take in that direction where we're standing, I would say that the shooter was in that area, firing back towards the rear of the vehicle, towards to the right of that, without giving you car directions.
So about towards this car over here.
Correct.
Whoa.
So I'm showing you as best as I can on this video. If we're looking at those bullet shots, it would appear that the individual would have been right about here. Is that right?
That's correct.
Where this person in black is? And kind of shooting towards this person in white over here. Is that right?
Correct.
The person that's running away, would it seem like?
Correct.
And then maybe continuing over here where the person in white is running away over that way.
That's correct.
And that would be consistent with the evidence that we see in this car.
Yes, that would be, it would corroborate the angles of where the bullets penetrated at the top of the car.
Showing you State's Exhibit 55, does it look like the bullets came through the header of the car?
Yes, that's the same vehicle that the exterior, 3 rounds hit in.
And then I'm showing you State's Exhibit number 45. Does it look like those bullets then exited through the back windshield of this car?
That's correct.
And just so that we're all clear, the car that we're talking about, that's Miss Garlington's car, is that correct?
That is correct.
And Miss Garlington's car and their surveillance video would have been this car right here, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And there was another silver Chrysler right here.
Yeah, sorry. Where you going, you're pointing
Whose car was that?
to. It was, I can't remember if it was Charlotte, Miss Charlotte Giddary or Kiara Giddary, but and some other daughter. I don't know who actually owned it, but I know one of them did.
So, and that is the mother and the sister of Joseph Williams, is that correct? And did that car also sustain some damage?
Yes, it did.
County State Exhibit number 32. Is this the Gidry's vehicle?
Yes, it is.
And where did it sustain damage?
Most of, all the rounds were concentrated on the rear end of the vehicle, backside.
I'm showing you State Exhibit number 33. Is this a bullet coming this way through the back?
Correct.
And then it looks like there's something on the back trunk, is that correct?
That's correct.
So if we have those two bullets that went through the back of the Giddry's vehicle, would that also be consistent with a shooter being at the front of Miss Garlington's car and shooting towards the apartments?
Yes, that's correct. It lined up with the direction of where they were entered the first car, Miss Garlington's car.
And in fact, where I paused the video in 11 minutes and 6 seconds, it looks like the victim, Joseph Williams, is in front of the Giddry's car.
That's correct.
So if this person was shooting right here, we would have had the damage that's consistent with the Giddry's view.
Yes, that is correct.
Now, without telling me what anyone said, as part of your investigation, were you approached by Kiara Giddry?
What?
You didn't go find her. She found you?
Correct.
And did she want to give you a statement?
Yes, she did.
And in fact, did she give a video statement?
She gave me a verbal one. I recorded, and then she spoke with Detective Cater and actually gave a video recorded statement.
And did you speak to Charlotte Giddry as well?
Very briefly.
Now, there has been some testimony that Joseph Williams shot a weapon. Was that weapon ever located?
No,
Was a weapon owned by Christopher Keller ever found?
no, it was
So we never recovered any of the weapons in this case.
correct.
Are you aware how many of the shell casings that were found belonged to a weapon by Christopher Keller?
I do not. After the initial investigation, the case was handed over to Detective Cater. So I wasn't privy to, any further evidence tested after that.
I have no further questions of this witness, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Detective.
Afternoon, sir.
Been a long time, huh?
A week.
Several questions, okay?
Yeah.
This is the vehicle that had the bullet holes on the top, right?
Yes, sir.
Garlington. This is Giddry, right?
Yes, sir.
Approximately, because we don't have a diagram of the scene for some reason. how far from the back of this vehicle to this vehicle? 10 feet, 5 feet?
10, 15 feet.
10 feet, okay. Not very far.
No, no, sir.
And this is a person that you really can't see him shooting, but you kind of see the outline, right?
Great.
Okay. There's also a picture, and you were aware that one of the windows, I assume, was in this apartment complex. That was shot at.
I remember seeing a photograph of it.
Something, yeah, a window was, there's been evidence that there was a window broken. Would you agree with me that this was where Williams and Giddary live on the bottom floor down here? If there's
Right.
evidence that they ran in through here or came from here, or you saw them right here, would that indicate maybe they lived there?
Like I said, they lived in 4180, so I'm not sure what exact apartment number. And through being out there several times through my career, people come and go through those breezeways and buildings and building hop, for lack of a better term. So I don't, that is building 4180, but I'm not sure what apartment number they lived in.
Well, if there was testimony that said that a fragment of a bullet was recovered in a broken window in their apartment, you wouldn't disagree with that?
No.
You would agree that from the front of this car, it's even more to the left than this car over here, correct?
You figure out the window that was struck? Yes, it was off to the left of the
I mean,
second car.
if this is the car, it would almost have to be almost what you were, the apartment, right?
Give or take.
Give or take a little bit. And then somewhere where maybe the judge is that silver car. This silver car right here.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you get to see this video prior to today?
Briefly through, Detective Cater's investigation, I've used it a couple times after he got it, but yeah, not into.
Not into detail where it was blown up to.
That's correct.
Okay. This is basically, you saw it at least once.
Correct.
Okay. After you turned it over to Detective Cater, and we heard from him earlier today, did you have anything else to do with this?
Maybe later that evening, Officer Lopez called me about stopping the vehicle.
Okay.
But after the initial day, no.
Did you stay at the scene till it was finished up?
I did.
You did until there was testimony that when Officer Lopez was coming back from the hospital in Beaumont, he spotted a vehicle coming out of Avery, stopped him at a Walgreens. 2 firearms were discovered in the vehicle. They thought maybe the 9mm might have been involved in this. Generally?
He had called me
Generally,
about it. He had
right?
called me about that.
Okay. Do you know why Garlington, the owner of that car, how she showed up over there? Or do you have any knowledge that she showed up or not?
So when Officer Lopez called me about stopping the vehicle and locating guns inside there, and one of the occupants was related to Mr. Williams, I had no information, was given no information that Garlington had showed over in that traffic stop.
So is that no, that you don't know,
No,
you don't have a
no.
clue of why?
He just said he stopped the car, found the gun, and told him to log in the guns.
Okay.
So we could test.
So you don't know how she got over there, why she went over there. I pass the witness. Thank you, Detective.
Anything else?
Not from this witness, Your Honor.
You are excused, sir. Thank you. Next.
State calls Kara Giddary.